We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Washington offense about ready to go to work, and at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A run with Fournette there, so push this forward for about 4 on 1st down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 24, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So, Charles, this defense is going to have its hands full all game long, you'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on 3rd down. Make sure they stop them there, get off the field, and that way they can turn the ball over to their offense and feel good about how this game is progressing.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this one's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Bucks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fournette.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Leonard Fournette.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucks have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So after the INT, it's Brady. It's caught at the 1.
I know they didn't didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Back to it after the pick six. Fitzpatrick keeps himself upright. And that is incomplete here.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15.
Do what we do.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
A handoff for Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. With it is Brown. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucks set to take over.
And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick and the rest of the Washington offense back out onto the field.
He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own in the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2 brings up a 3rd and 2.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Brady going to bring the Bucks up with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 2nd down, back to Fournette.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
And this is going to be a Bucks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Jamin Davis, the rookie first-round pick, in on the tackle. Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucks.
From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a second down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he's...
And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Devin White in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Fitzpatrick giving to Gibson on the draw.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
And Fitzpatrick's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, Dorsett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Fitzpatrick on 1st down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached half. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Play action. Now it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Gibson again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Touchdown! It's complete. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd and inches, Brady. Flushed out right. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. To throw is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10.
Here's Brady.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Fournette again.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucks are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Fitzpatrick now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Brady. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will put them on top here in the third. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady will try again on second down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucks have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Back now at FedEx Field. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Brady going to throw. Oh, he bowls over it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a massive bodies. But it feels like the head coach just said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bucks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the ground with a tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks are going to retake the lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucks as they'll go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And, oh, no, he lost the football.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
His fourth touchdown on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Brady now on first down.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Brady to throw again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Got him in, it's Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Powers through him and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Second down, back to Fournette.
Pushes him over, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes, Gronk still down right now. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a give to Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 8.
Fournette running out of the gun.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He'll go for it. It's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree. go right out the window and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal, everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Fitzpatrick to throw.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up in the 300s right now. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.